Hello. So, third day of the year at the gym. Very interesting day. Also, I wish I brought my small rig tripod instead of this mini tripod. Not sure how stable it is. Okay, anyway, no music. Just want to focus while I'm talking. Hey. So, wish I got my small rig tripod, proper one. Yeah, but yeah, that's how we learn. Anyway, so we get now starting finish my workout. It's not a very long workout, but at least have to aim for 30 minutes a day, plus maybe 20 to 30 minutes on the treadmill. So yeah, plus the steps I'm doing daily, walking around, walking all over the house, going up and down all over the house. What all over the house? Anyway, running around the house, running errands, doing things. This is gonna count into my 10,000 daily steps goal. Interesting day and interesting evening indeed. It's been a while since I've gone to the gym. That's a long while. It's fun, but yeah, here I am. Let's see. Consistency is key. Oh, like how my hands look like this. One of my dreams when I was a kid was to learn how to play the piano. But yeah, that's another story. I just focus on gym, working out and stuff. I guess that's gonna be the theme or the topic of this video. 2025 was not a good year for me. Not a fun one, but I've learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about many things. Friends, not friends, friends who became strangers, strangers who became friends, friends who became best friends, etc., etc. So, sorry for the bad light. We'll see in post how is it gonna look like, but yeah, 2 tripods, or at least one big one and the magic arm to adjust and set up the light properly, to at least have some decent lighting. Yeah, anyway, at the end of 2024, not at the end, in the last I would say 4 months of 2024, started working out again, became more active, maintaining higher count of daily steps, eating healthy food regularly, eating all 3 meals in the house, home cooked meals. And I lost a lot of weight. I think about maybe 17 to 18 kilograms. But then in February 2025, lots of drama happened, and then sequence of fortunate and unfortunate events followed. those all kind of like affected me, and I was not like in a good space. I was not like in a good like mental space. My mental capacity was not like, you know, well enough to handle all of this. And kind of like I went back to what I knew best, just self-harming myself. Not sure if YouTube is gonna allow this word or not, but like more like hurting myself by overeating, indulging in all of this, not exercising, being like, I was depressed. And when I'm depressed, it's like it kind of like gets overboard. So yeah, fun. Tonight's video might be a little bit shorter than 20 minutes, or maybe 20 minutes, I don't know. It's almost like 8 minutes now. Anyway, like my struggle with obesity it's kind of like a very long ongoing battle. Like when I was a kid, it was kind of okay. Then growing up a little bit till I was like 9 and 10, that's when I started. Less exercising, less playing outside. Like I think like before that age, I used to play outside every day, which kind of like counted for like my daily exercise goal. Not sure, but like, you know, like Middle Eastern people, African people, Asian people will kind of like will be able to relate to what I'm about to say. Parents kind of like force you to study. You cannot do anything else in life but studying. You have to study, you have to become a doctor, you have to become like an engineer. Like in Egypt, at least that was like the thing. Either a doctor or an engineer, anything else, you're a failure. That's how it was. Nothing else, like studying, going to school, studying homework, studying school, studying homework, nothing else. Which is like when you grow up, when you like finish studying at university or something, like once you become like an adult, you get your first job, you start like kind of like realizing. Some people are fortunate enough to realize this, some aren't, but like you kind of like start realizing that you lost your childhood. Like I keep saying like a lot, something I'm starting to notice about myself. So yeah, better work on this. But yeah, you start like realizing that you lost your childhood. Yeah, it is what it is. Yes, it is what it is. After this, I think in secondary school and high school, mostly high school, like I think like during my high school year, during summer holidays, we used to go back to Saudi Arabia, where I was born, and like my brother and I my dad was kind of like, you know, gets us like a membership at not a gym, but more of like a fitness club. They have like fitness, aerobics, martial arts, gym, everything. Even table tennis, and a pool table as well. So it was fun for like the 2 or 3 months we spent back in Saudi Arabia. We would like spend this time going to the gym every day, or at least like 4 or 5 times a week, which kind of helped us lose weight, helped us learn more. We did some like fitness, aerobics, all of this, plus and we took up like taekwondo, and that's a fun thing. Like took up taekwondo like when I was like in I think like first, like when I was a junior high school student, and then on my second year I broke my left foot. Like I reached like again with like anyway more self-aware, whatever. Anyway, like in taekwondo they have like the white belt, which is like the beginner, and then yellow, and then blue, and I think orange, brown, and then black, and then after black there's like Dan 1, 2, and 3. And you're required to spend like certain amount of months before applying for like the test or something for to get your belt. So anyway, well, got the white, we started with the white, of course, then got the yellow. Next year, come summer holiday, we're practicing, we're doing our best. We're preparing to do like the test for the blue belt. It was actually fun, like it was a really fun time. Like I was very happy, we were fit, we were eating healthier, we were doing everything we can do to just have fun, spend time with our friends, exercise, and our captain was like a really cool dude. Anyway, like the night before the exam or before the test, we had this like exercise. We had to do this certain move where like you run and then you do like a very high jump, and then you land on one foot and you do a spin or like a half back spin. Not sure, I'm not like good with like naming things. And do like a back kick, a higher back kick. So it was okay, practiced, it was fun, it was nice. Then my turn came, did the jump, landed on my left foot, and then I was like, and as I landed and I was about to kind of like turn and do the kick, you know when you have these like gyms, we have on the mat, you have these like marks with like tape for like, you know, when you start your movement and you have to do like certain movements and then come back to the same spot. So it's kind of like a mark to mark your start and ending points. So yeah, unfortunately like my leg landed on this one and it kind of like slid a little bit, and then because of this my weight landed on this, on the bone, on the outer bone of my left foot. So I heard like just like a cracking noise. It was more like just like this. Oh, interesting. But yeah, I thought nothing of it, like it didn't hurt much, which is ironically like another thing about me, have like a high pain tolerance, which is fun and not fun. We'll go back to this one again after I finish the story. Anyway, it was a little bit swollen. I was able to walk, not an issue. It's not painful. I was like, okay, just a bruise, whatever. I'm gonna just like rest, ice it for a little bit. Like I don't take like painkillers. Like I only take painkillers if I'm like in like an excruciating pain, like a very extreme pain. Yes, I'm gonna take painkiller. Other than that, nah, I'm just gonna handle it. Anyway, sorry. I went home. Few days. The swelling didn't go away. Still, like the pain was like on the same level, you know. Didn't increase, didn't decrease. But it's kind of like that's not how swellings work, you know. They kind of like subside after a few days. So okay, let's go to the hospital. Let's see what's happening. Turns out I had this like fissure or like fissure crack or something. This bone, and the doctor said like because like yeah, this bone doesn't like doesn't grow completely until you're 18 years old or something. and yeah, it's broken. Had to be put in a cast. So yeah, didn't get my blue belt. My brother got it, which was fun. Yeah, I guess the gym is like closing soon. Yeah, we have like 15 minutes, I guess. Yeah, still have some people here, which is one of the interesting things about like Vietnam. Gyms here, like most gyms close at like 9, 9:30, which is I don't know. Like I wish we had like 24-hour gyms, at least like what we have in Egypt, and also in most countries in the world, I guess they have this. But yeah, this is what it is. You just gotta adjust your schedule to it. Well, back to the story. My leg was put in a cast. It was fun. I think it was like interesting, like 60 days. Not sure if it was like 60 days or 45 days. But anyway, this brings us to the pain tolerance thing, which is usually like in medicine there are people like with low, like the pain tolerance is kind of like the graph thingy. People with low pain tolerance and people with high pain tolerance. So I discovered that I'm one of the high pain tolerant people, or like people with high pain tolerance, which is like interesting thing. Like nothing hurts me much, or like let's say I get like a cut, bruise or stuff. Like it is. So for example, if something, like when the doctor tells you like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? And like let's say regular people will say, 8 or 9. That's a 2 for me. So yeah, that's kind of like gives you an image of like how it is for me. And yeah, that's like in high school, in my 3rd year of high school, I actually dislocated this one, punching like a bully. And like instead of like punching him like this, I landed on my joint, on my pinky joint here, and I dislocated this one. Again, didn't realize it was dislocated. Thought it was just like just pain, just swelling. It's gonna go away. 2 or 3 days. It was warm to the touch, still painful. Like let's go to the doctor and see. The doctor, X-ray, dislocated, pop. I was like, okay. I think like I was like 14 years old at that time, which is another interesting thing about me. Like, finished high school when I was like 14 and early 15. No, like our summer holiday exams. Our final exams are like in June, July. So. I guess I was like 15? Yeah, 15, because I went to uni in September, and I had to go with like, you get this like acceptance letter for your university, and then in order for you to get your uni ID card, you have to have like a national ID, and for you to have a national ID, you have to be 16 years old, and I wasn't. So from September till March, my birthday month, I had to carry my acceptance letter just to get into university, which is fun. Anyway, when I was at the doctor's, like he was like, so I'm gonna just like put this joint back. Do you need me to call the nurse to hold you and like hold this arm support or anything? I'm like, no, just count from 1 to 3, because I just get startled. I don't like surprises. Just count from 1 to 3, so I know you're gonna do this, and I'm not gonna feel anything. It's like 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, good. Cost 25 days, and also like during that time I learned something else about myself, that I can write using my left hand, thanks to my physics teacher. Yeah, so like I'm a righty supposedly. And that those 25 days, they were extremely fun. So other teachers, or like all teachers except my physics teacher, were like, oh, rest, take care of yourself, be safe, you don't have to do homework, just study, attend the lessons, if you have any questions, blah blah blah, all of this. My physics teacher was like, you gotta do your homework. But, you gotta do your homework. I don't care. Write with your mouth, foot, hand, other hand. I don't care. Then I started using my left hand, and I'm like, voila, I can write using both. Still, like, if I don't use it much, my handwriting's like comes back again to being like really ugly. But if I use it a little bit more, I can use both. I can write both of my hands, which is fun. Especially if you want to draw cute things or like do some like silly things with both hands stuff. Well, yeah, that was another interesting thing. And have like more stories about this high pain tolerance thing, but those are maybe personal from my friends, family, everyone. Not sure if I'm gonna share them online or not, but yeah. Anyway, going back to working out, like uni days were not fun. I didn't like being a dentist. I didn't want to be a dentist. Yeah, for those who don't know, like I used to be a dentist. Like I want to be an artist, but going back to the beginning of the video, you know, in Egypt, you either become a doctor or an engineer or else. And I didn't even become a doctor, I was a dentist. So technically, yeah. Anyway, yeah. It was fun. Gained weight. Was a little bit depressed, not happy for the first 2 years. And I even had to redo my second year of uni. But like in dentistry, like you get like a prep year and then 4 more years. I did my prep year, did my first year, and for my first year, like I failed in 2 subjects because I was just like, yeah, didn't want to. Like I didn't want to study this thing. Wanted to be an artist. This thing was not for me, and I didn't love this like one bit. But yeah, I failed. And the summer course was kind of like, we don't kind of like attend like lessons or lectures or stuff. You just study for like a few weeks and then you redo the test, like written and what do they call it? Forgot. Anyway, practical, written, and also oral test. Yeah, oral test. You do all 3 again. I did all 3 and I failed. But I was okay. Like I was actually happy that I got some like time for myself, like to breathe. Because like high school years, second and third years of high school are very stressful. They're kind of like decide your whole future and which university you're going to get into. We don't have like we don't have any exams to apply for any university we desire. It's kind of like a complicated thing, different system, different stuff. But yeah, it was fun. Had 1 year, just 2 subjects. So took care of myself, eating healthy, working out, running, blah blah blah, all of this, lost weight. I think, yeah, until when I became a senior, like my second year, when we started doing like practical things on like models and doing wax stuff for like dental things, it was really fun. I love this artistic part of thing, and it wasn't like joy, like it was pure joy. Like I love this. I love doing things with my hands. I love, like, it's kind of like, that's when I'm, oh, okay, this might not be a bad idea, probably. Still, like, dealing with patients and things, I didn't know much about it yet. And one of the things I'm proud of is like my friends at uni used to come over to my apartment and I used to explain, show them how they do the practical things, the waxing stuff, the carving, all the drilling, blah blah blah, all of these things. And every year, this was kind of like a tradition in my house or like in my apartment, because my university was like in a city far away from home, so I rented an apartment with a few flatmates. So it was a nice tradition, like before practical exams and before finals and stuff. And yeah, and even like my professors kind of like noticed this, and they were encouraging, but still that was not for like dealing with patients. I think this helped me, like with the questions when they ask you, like, if you get the chance to go back in time, would you change anything? I used to say, yeah, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that, I'm gonna like not go to this, not apply for dentistry. I'm just gonna try to fight my parents and apply for like University of Arts and stuff. But I guess that's what made me right now, like learning this, dealing with patients. But again, the story of my medical and dental field experiences is kind of a long one for another video. Hope I can remember to do this one day. And going back to the weight loss, so you can say like my senior year I got fat again, but like I was mega fat, like way fatter than what I am right now. Like my pictures, like you don't realize it, the pants, all of this, the new wardrobe I had to buy, the new clothes, everything. But when you look in the mirror, you don't see it much. Also, one other thing is like the change in like how people treat you. I would say like most people who were born like thin and who have always been thin their whole lives do not experience this. Like when you're fat, you're invisible. People don't want to include you, and people like pity you or either try to bully you or something. But like for me, like I've had my share of bullies, but like I fought back, and it's kind of like a different thing. But yeah, like it is a different experience. Like being invisible, nobody wants to talk to you, nobody wants you have to be funny and jolly. You have to girls don't want to date you because like, ew, who's gonna date this like fat guy and shit. Oops, YouTube, sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna keep this video kind of like safe for all ages somehow. So I don't want to like cuss or say anything. So yeah, that's what you don't like. That's what like people who've been thin all their whole life do not know and do not realize. Then when you lose weight, people start noticing you. People treat you differently. They smile at you, they initiate conversations with you, they want to talk to you more, they want to be your friends, they invite you to more activities. Some girls even will ask you out or like talk to you more, initiate a conversation more, all of this. Which is like, yeah, I understand. Like I'm old enough now to understand, like, yeah, it's natural. Like nobody should be like forced to kind of like talk, date, be with someone who is not attractive to them. But the other thing that was annoying is like being friends with them, being nice to them. We should be nice to everyone. We should be nice to all people, no matter how they look, no matter how they dress, no matter how they walk, whether they're fat, thin, blah, 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 all of this. Just be nice. Like, you don't even know what people are going through. Like one bad word could actually push someone over the edge. and one nice word can pull them back. So just try to be nice, be respectful, be mindful of everyone around you. Yeah, fun. Yeah. Then, like when I came, I think it took a few years losing weight on and off, gaining weight, losing weight. It's like a yo-yo thing. It's not like, did they call it yo-yo dieting? Maybe. But yeah, I forgot to say something. It's like when you lose weight, it is gradual and long. It takes a long time. But when you gain weight, it is easier and it doesn't take any time. Like you can stop like exercising, go to the gym, and then start eating unhealthy. Or like that's another issue as well. Like because like when you're exercising, when you're at the gym, you're kind of like used to burning certain amount of calories and eating certain amount of calories every day. Once you stop going to the gym, or once you stop exercising, swimming, running, whatever exercises you've been doing, you're already like used to eating the same amount of calories every day while you were exercising. So once you stop, you sit down, you're not exercising, you're not doing anything, and you keep eating the same amount of calories. So you're not burning and you're taking in a lot more calories than what you need. And that's how you gain weight, and that's how you gain weight way quicker than expected. It's like 1 or 2 or 3 months, and then like, yeah, I'm puffed up. Not in a nice way, more like a balloon, not muscular way. But the main goal is like to be kinder to ourselves. I like the thing is I learned about this losing weight, gaining weight, this journey, this whole complicated thing, because it's rooted in many things, mental, physical background, like in your upbringing and all of this, kind of like physical, emotional, all of this, psychological, emotional, all of these things, and also in your habits, in your daily activities, the way you work, the way you eat, blah blah blah, your time, your routine, everything. So you gotta find balance. You gotta manage all of this. And what's in the past is in the past. You know, you gotta leave it be. You cannot change it. You cannot bring it back. Cannot remain where you are. You cannot sit still. You gotta move on. Whatever happened. It's not a reason for you to ruin your present and your future. So yeah. What was I talking about again? Interesting. And 35 minutes. Wow, okay. That's way longer than I expected. Still some people are exercising. I think that the gym is not closing now. I'm gonna finish this thing and then go home. Anyway, yeah, I remember now. Like what I realized is like in this journey, it's like doing it from a place of hate or anger, it's not gonna work. I think the most successful time I've lost weight and I've kept it off was when I did it from a place of love. Like I love myself for who I am. Yes, I'm accepting of myself, how I look, stuff. Still, I know that's not healthy. That's not good for my body. That's not good for myself. So because I love myself, I'm gonna work on shedding off these extra kilograms, extra pounds for our fellow Americans. Yeah, I hate the pounds. The what? Imperial system? Yeah. Why didn't you guys go with the metrics? Well, anyway, coming back to all of the weight things. It's like, yeah, from a place of love, doing it from a place of love. Like, I'm caring. Like, thing is, when you imagine like what we say to ourselves, the way we treat ourselves, the things we say to ourselves, the language we use to speak to ourselves, is not a kind language. And if you think about it, and many people have said this before in interviews and articles and things, you would never speak that way to your friends or to anyone. So why do you do this to yourself? Why do we do this to ourselves, you know? So yeah, doing it from a place of love. Doing it angry, hateful, spiteful, it's not gonna work. And it's not gonna end really well. Whatever, or like whichever way it's gonna end, it's not gonna be a nice one. So that's what I'm gonna focus on. The thing is, like I learned in 2025, depressed or not depressed, motivated or not motivated, I need to focus on discipline. I need to focus on building a habit. No matter what, cannot allow anyone to break these habits. Still, at the same time, I've got to remain kind to myself, got to remain loving, mindful, and yeah, like it's okay if I miss one day at the gym, but it's not okay if I miss 2, 3, 4 days. But still, not but like here's the thing, like 2 or 3, 4 days out of laziness, not 2 or 3 or 4 days if I'm sick or something. Like if you're sick, you gotta rest, you gotta recover. Like if you don't choose a rest day, your body's gonna choose one for you, and you don't want this to happen. So yeah, I think doing this from a place of love and trying to find balance, trying to build like healthy habits, trying to find discipline, because like motivation is fickle. One day you're motivated, you're extra motivated, and another is like zero motivation. So when you're not motivated, are you gonna do the thing or not? So that's the thing, like discipline. Discipline is the key. So that's what we need, what I and all of us, I think, should focus on these things, like discipline, doing these things from a place of love, and being kind to ourselves more, being kind to each other and everyone. And don't have to be too hard on ourselves, and also don't have to, I gotta go to the gym like 2-3 hours a day. 30 minutes is enough. It's more than enough. Consistency is key. If it's less but consistent, it's much better than a lot inconsistent. A lot but inconsistent. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday, your weekend. In some places people are on holiday, some other places people are just on a weekend. Hope you're having fun. Stay kind to yourself, to everyone around you. Stay loving, stay caring, and stay consistent. See you next time. Peace.